Hello. Today's video is directed for those people who have been in contact with someone but are considering reconnecting with them. Anyone who has made the decision to end a relationship has no doubt thought about resuming that relationship at some point, no matter how bad or even abusive the relationship was. This is especially common when a person ends a relationship with someone in their family. I really think this is because God made people to need relationships, in particular those with our families. Ending a familiar relationship is simply abnormal, no matter how valid the reasons are. It goes against nature, so it's very painful to do it and also to live with. As a result, it's only natural to reconsider the decision to go no contact with your family. And when your parents may be involved, that decision is doubted even more often. If you're reconsidering your decision to end a relationship, first of all, please know you are not abnormal. You're not a glutton for punishment or anything else bad you may be feeling right now. You're simply normal. In spite of the tremendous amount of prayer and consideration that goes into going no contact, I seriously don't think there's one person out there who doesn't have doubts about that decision at some point. I know I certainly haven't talked to anyone who hasn't doubted their choice. I can honestly say every single person has, including myself. Even when you end a relationship with a family member, though, chances are slim that person will be out of your life entirely. You may see each other at family parties, wedding receptions, funerals, reunions, things like that. Even if you haven't spoken to each other in a long time, you still share relatives too. That means that they may mention that person at some point. They may mention what's new in that person's life or that they saw the person recently. If that person develops health problems, you're going to hear all about it whether you want to or not. When you see a person after ending a relationship or when a mutual friend or relative mentions that person is having health problems, those are especially likely times for you to consider reconnecting. Before you do that, please pray and think long and hard before you do anything. When you pray about it, listen to what God has to say. He probably won't give direct orders saying, "Thus saith the Lord." Instead, though, you may feel a knowing about what you need to do. Listen to that. I firmly believe those knowings are from God. Also think long and hard about what this person you're considering reconnecting with is doing. When your mutual friend or relative talks about that person, do you see old familiar patterns in that person's behavior? Is that person still controlling, critical, or abusive? If so, reconnecting is a bad idea. Another thing to watch for. If that person has told someone to tell you that they're sorry, do the person's actions back up the words? Has the person accepted responsibility for their abusive actions? Did she mention specific acts that she is apologizing for, or did she say non-apologies? Non-apologies include things like, "I'm sorry you feel I was mean to you. I'm sorry for whatever it is you think I did wrong." Non-apologies are not real apologies. They're said only to lure you back into a relationship. Also, watch that person's behavior. Does that person respect the fact that you wish to stay no contact, or does that person try to contact you even years later? Granted, safe people don't like when someone ends a relationship with them either, but at least they respect that person's decision. They don't inundate the person with phone calls or texts or emails or posts on social media, things like that. They stay out of the life of the person who ended contact with them. Unsafe people are a lot different. If they don't want to end the relationship but you do, they often stalk, harass, and bully. As an example, my mother and I stopped speaking to each other in 2016. All was fine until my father was dying in October of 2017. Suddenly, she called and sent me notes in the mail often. And oh, the flying monkeys attacked. And they attacked constantly. And interestingly, 2 months to the day after my father died, which was also 2 days before Christmas, I received a letter from my mother's lawyer in the mail trying to force me to talk to my mother. This behavior shows me that nothing's changed with her. She still believes that what she wants is what matters. So if you're considering reconnecting with someone, please consider what I've said. Pay attention to what you hear and observe about the person before allowing that person back in your life. And most of all, pray. God will not lead you wrong. Thanks for watching my video, and I'll see you next time.